Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this recording. This is John Riley coming to you from the beautiful Colorado, United States of America. I appreciate you guys jumping on, no matter where you're coming on from, all around the world. This is an amazing time. We just had our Bangkok event, and it was massive. Anybody else out there pulling in a 11,500 person audience? Just kind of curious out there. You know, all the naysayers in the basement of your mom's house. Are you guys pulling in like 20 people into your meetings? How about 30? I'll give you 1,000. How about 2,000? How about 11,500 people who don't care what you have to say? Bigger than you know, better than you think, guys. This is what we've been saying for months and months and months. Back in 2015, when I was introduced at the end of last year, and I didn't take it very seriously. You know, I was very cynical. Same thing as maybe many of you out there are feeling. But you know what? I jumped in because I was like, I'll give it a try. I'm not someone who overanalyzes things for days and weeks and months and tries to get every single answer because after looking into many different things and being in the military, I was in the Marine Corps and then delving into this world of entrepreneurship, I kind of realized that you're never going to have all the answers ever. I mean, you know, everybody out there the Bitcoin enthusiasts who like to ridicule and criticize Onecoin, I mean, they don't like to talk about the fact that over 54 million Bitcoins were stolen just a couple of months back. I mean, they don't like to talk about all the uncertainties and the adversity that they faced and the fact that most of the people out there talking crap right now that are from Bitcoin, they would have never gotten involved in Bitcoin back in its first 2 years because they would have called it a scam and they would have been like, I want to see some facts and numbers. And then when the first Bitcoin transaction happened, where one Bitcoin member in a small community of several thousand sent another Bitcoin member 5,000 Bitcoins, and then that Bitcoin member on the receiving end picked up the phone and delivered two large pizzas to the person who sent him 5,000 Bitcoins. If we would have talked about something like that happening with OneCoin today, they would laugh at us. But when Bitcoin did it, it was monumental. Of course, I don't give credit to these haters out here right now who are criticizing because they're not true pioneers. The vast majority of them are not true pioneers of Bitcoin. They waited until it was safe and until they understood it and until they had all the answers they could possibly want and until it got some more attention from wherever they wanted to see that attention coming from in order to make them feel comfortable enough to be part of Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden, they're part of the Bitcoin pioneers. But they're not. They're not. They're just people who they would have laughed at Bitcoin back in 2009. They would have laughed at it. They would have scoffed at the idea of one person sending someone 5,000 Bitcoins and then that person picking up the phone and delivering them two large pizzas. But that person used cash. They used dollars to send them two large pizzas. They would have laughed at that and they would have said, well, that doesn't mean Bitcoin is spendable. Anybody can send somebody something and then have the other person deliver that person a product using cash, right? Well, you know what? Those same people, you're listening right now. I know you are, and I know that you would not have recognized that transaction. And quite honestly, we had 11,500 people in Thailand. And I'm going to give you guys some updates right now. And, you know, your small gang of hecklers who like to jump on the live stream. I mean, it's utterly pathetic. And I'm not someone who gets riled up and angered by these people because it's almost compulsive. They really can't help themselves. It's almost like a disease. You can't help but spew hatred into wherever we are because you're obsessed. You want us to fail. You're obsessed with OneCoin failing because you decided in your mind that OneCoin was a scam, and with every fiber of your being, you believe that it's a scam. So you cannot even fathom the possibility that you are wrong. You can't fathom it, and you're so obsessed with being right at this point. It's not even about millions and millions of people being screwed over. If that, if OneCoin were somehow a scam, you don't even care about that. You just want to be right. At this point, you're so obsessed with being right that you guys actually jump on the live stream broadcast, and it is pathetic. And actually, what's happening, what's what I'm noticing in the One Life family and the OneCoin community, is that it's becoming laughable. You guys have made it a joke. The hatred that you're spewing, because of you, you've given less credibility to anybody out there criticizing OneCoin, because it's so compulsive and it's such a joke at this point that people don't even take you seriously anymore. So just so you know, you participated in that. If you were someone that was on the live stream of this huge event, pulling in more people than you could ever dream to pull into a meeting in your lifetime, then congratulations, you just helped us out. So let's move forward. As you can see here, as of October 1st, we are number one in market capitalization. We are the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And for anybody out there who has been a part of this beforehand, congratulations. Right now, I know they're in the process of working everything out with the exchange, but you will soon reap the benefits of getting double your coins, and that is an incredible, incredible thing. Let's move on to one other piece of news here, and I want to show you guys this real quick. This is just a little nugget of information I want to show you guys, and basically, this is this is our new corporate executive, and for One Life, and basically, we have brought in yet again, a huge leader in the industry. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Avon. Anybody ever hear of that little company? Yeah. So yeah, Avon's been around. For those of you that are putting comments on all the YouTube videos, and if you guys want to go upstairs to your mom's bathroom and check in her cabinet, you'll probably see some Avon products. A very, very huge company. And basically, Pablo Munoz has been Avon's senior vice president and president in North America since 2013. Prior to joining Avon, Mr. Munoz spent 2 decades at Tupperware Brands Corporation, most recently serving as group president to the Americas region for January 2011, from January 2011 to May 2013. In September 2012, he assumed responsibility for Tupperware North America. Previously, Mr. Munoz served as group president, Latin America, from January 2010 to January 2011. Prior to January 2010, he was the vice president of Latin America for approximately 5 years. Earlier in his career, he spent 5 years at Sara Lee Corporation as executive director, business development, and prior to that, held positions at Booz Allen Hamilton Incorporated and Abbott Laboratories. So this guy's a big player. I'm very, very excited to have him. We just keep bringing in more and more huge leaders. We have Paul Smith, who was with Amway for 20 years and helped them get through a lot of legal battles. And as you guys know, Amway is just a huge and hugely successful company, one of the biggest direct sales companies in the world. And there are a lot of other companies out there that probably a lot of you don't even realize have a direct sales component to their marketing platform. So whether or not you like direct sales, it's here. It works. Many people are happy with it. It changes many, many, many lives. Yes, you do get people who come in, have no idea how to market, chase their friends and family, and then blame the industry. There are many bad companies that come in and leave within the first year, but this industry has a way of weeding out the bad companies, just like the restaurant business. 96% failure rate in the restaurant business within the first year. But you know what? Restaurants aren't a scam. They're just a tough business. And when you try to do a startup network marketing company, it's a tough go. With that being said, One Life has broken every single record in the history of network marketing and every record in the history, well, not every record, but as far as sales go, in the history of corporations. So, yeah, not too bad in 2 years. And we actually did that in the first year. But besides that, just want to know from everybody out there, and this is for all the hecklers out there, how do you guys feel now? I'm just kind of curious. is this the next phase of scam? Is this just going to be the biggest scam in the world? We're going to be spending our coins all over the world, and you're still going to be sitting there on your computer saying, "Oh, that's a scam." So it doesn't matter what we do, ladies and gentlemen. These people who are obsessed with being right, they're still going to call it a scam. So just get used to it. Pay attention to what's going on, because really, I mean, 11,500 people, just the front row of who was sitting at that event accounts for more people than are out there making blogs about One Life. Because what you'll find is that a lot of these people are so obsessed, while they're sitting in their mom's basement, they actually create multiple screen names and multiple accounts, and they will go out of their way to try to make it look like there's a much bigger following of haters out there, when in reality it's mostly Bitcoin enthusiasts and people who hate network marketing, or have called it a scam from the beginning, so they're just obsessed with being right. And then, of course, you have the infamous bloggers who make money off of people going to their um, websites and clicking all the ads, or scrolling through the ads. So, anyways, that's just kind of a breakdown. I know I'm being aggressive today, but quite honestly, guys, when I was trying to live stream the event and I saw all these haters on there, I mean, it's pathetic. At this point, it's hard to even see them as human beings. I know I like to stay rooted in love and to help people come through the other side. But with that sort of behavior, it's almost like they're a pack of hyenas, just wild hyenas trying to chomp at a carcass, because they're so obsessed and they're acting so unconsciously that it's hard to even really see them as human beings at this point. But I am trying to, I'm trying to stay away from lashing out, but I am giving you just some basic facts and question to all the haters out there. How do you feel now? Now that we had an event with 11,500 people, and now that, drum roll please, that this is the truth about a little side by side between OneCoin and Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the. I know there are going to be people that want to say that these numbers are debatable. That's fine, but you know what? Let's just take a look at one thing you can't deny is the fact that the largest share of Bitcoins is owned by the smallest share of people. Well, let's take a look over here. OneCoin, 2,005,000 members, and just getting started. Yep, we're centrally mined. We have a simple 2-click mining system. Anybody can go into our website and participate in the mining pool with 2 clicks of a mouse button. How hard is that? I've had people say to me, I'm not very techy. I'm not sure I'd be able to do this. I said, if you can send an email, you can be part of OneCoin and get your hands on this incredible currency and be part of this movement. Again, audited, 121 billion coins is what we're going to be having in terms of total in circulation, and Bitcoin, 21 million. Here's the really staggering number. I just want to show you guys. We are now going to have the capabilities to mine 72 million coins a day. So yeah, Bitcoin 15 million in 7 years. Eek. So we do 3 times in one day what Bitcoin is going to do in a lifetime. And I read somewhere that it's going to take about another 100 years for them to actually mine. And if you wanted to actually be a miner of Bitcoins, good luck. You have to participate in mass mining groups, and the mining, even though they're not centrally mined, you guys all know that there are monopolies with the mining operations, because people just set up bigger servers and they just gobble up the majority of Bitcoins. So the common man can't just jump in here and start mining. Global marketing, we have that going for us. As you know, we're in over almost 200 countries now, and our stable coin value is a really important thing, because our growth is controlled and our selling is restricted. So you can't come in here and buy a package for an education package for 3,300 euros, let's say, end up getting, however many thousand coins that turns out to be, and then turn around and drop all your coins. That's not realistic, because we get the benefit of the splits and the appreciating coin value, there are some restrictions. Now, we do sell and buy between each other in the private exchange, and that's in the back office. And if you sign up as and actually fund your position, you can see all of that. We have a referral marketing program. Bitcoin has no referral marketing. They have a great brand, and they are the pioneers, and they have the original technology, which is really cool. I think that as far as for a speculation coin, I do think that Bitcoin is going to continue to appreciate because it is. I think it's going to have a kind of a collectors and a rarity to it, a rarity factor when it comes to people buying the coin. Though it will be a niche market very soon. It doesn't have the power and the momentum and the capabilities that OneCoin has to reach the merchants in every corner of the world. Just not. I don't see it. If you guys can let me know how that's going to happen, comment below. I'd love to hear. KYC compliant. As you know, every single member of OneCoin does a know your customer. That's what it stands for. Application that has to be submitted before you can actually trade the OneCoins. And then Bitcoin is 100% anonymous. So that's the difference there as far as acceptance goes by the governments and allowing us to be able to actually intertwine in with the status quo. It's going to be a lot more doable for OneCoin to accomplish that than Bitcoin. And even a lot of the exchanges, I just saw Coinbase now, even a lot of the successful exchanges that allow trading of Bitcoin for fiat currencies are now actually doing a KYC. So that's something that's very interesting because in order to take your US dollars or your euros or your yuans or whatever and go to Coinbase and actually buy Bitcoin, it's not like you could just go in there anonymously and get Bitcoin. You need a bank account and all the other things. And then when now they added an extra layer of security. So now they're actually asking very detailed questions, and they're actually asking for the last four of your social. Last time I saw. So OneCoin is highly secure. We've never had a single breach or coin stolen, and because we're centrally mined, we can always trace and replace anything if something did happen. And 22% of Bitcoin has been lost or stolen. Yeah, they don't talk about that much, do they? Faster transactions, the transaction every 1 minute, and of course we do 50,000 transactions a minute, and then we know that Bitcoin takes about 10 minutes for a transaction to go through. So those are the side-by-side comparisons. Congratulations, guys. At this point, I don't see how anybody who is watching this can deny the fact that we are leaps and bounds ahead of the game. And no, we're not publicly traded because that would not serve our vision. And the vision is to be the world's first digital and global currency used by the masses. And that is the vision. And in order to be able to allow this coin to be disseminated broadly enough throughout our globe, we need to have this whole launch controlled, and that's what's happening. And if you're willing to get involved now and actually forfeit the ability to turn around and sell all your coins a month after you get in, then this is a good project for you. If you're looking for a pump and dump opportunity where the people at the bottom get screwed over because people create these cryptocurrencies that are worth fractions of a penny, and then you can come in and buy it and then sell it 3 months later and screw over the people at the bottom, well, then you're looking for a pump and dump cryptocurrency. And there's a lot of those scams going on. So feel free to join one of those if that's your MO. But if you actually want to help the world and profit sustainably, so you have a coin that is actually valued around the world that you can spend 2 years down the road, then hop on board, click my link below, free registration or more info, and you can get my contact information. And as always, this is John Riley, not hiding behind a fake profile or a fake blog name, signing off.